July 19th, 2025 Daily Bread. Passage, 1 Chronicles chapter 7, verse 1, to chapter 8, verse 40. Key verse 834. Title, The Remnant of Benjamin. The sons of Issachar, Tola, Puah, Jashub, and Shimron, 4 in all. The sons of Tola, Uzi, Reveah, Jeriel, Jamai, Ibsam, and Samuel, heads of their families. During the reign of David, the descendants of Tola listed as fighting men in their genealogy, numbered 22,600. The son of Uzi, Israiah. The sons of Israiah, Michael, Obadiah, Joel, and Ishiah. All 5 of them were chiefs. According to their family genealogy, they had 36,000 men ready for battle, for they had many wives and children. The relatives who were fighting men, belonging to all the clans of Issachar, as listed in their genealogy, were 87,000 in all. 3 sons of Benjamin, Bela, Becher, and Gidiel. The sons of Bela, Esbon, Uzi, Uzil, Jeremoth, and I, heads of families. 5 in all. Their genealogical record listed 22,034 fighting men. The sons of Becher, Zemarah, Joash, Eliezer, Elionai, Omri, Jerimoth, Abijah, Anathoth, and Alameth. All these were the sons of Becher. Their genealogical record listed the heads of families and 20,200 fighting men. The son of Jadiel, Bilhan. The sons of Bilhan, Jush, Benjamin, Ehud, Kenana, Zethan, Tarshish, and Ahishahar. All these sons of Jadal were heads of families. There were 17,200 fighting men ready to go out to war. The Shuppites and Huppites were the descendants of Ipher, and the Hushites the descendants of Aher. The sons of Naphtali, Jaziel, Guni, Jezer, and Shillem, the descendants of Bilhah. The descendants of Manasseh. Azriel was his descendant, through his Aramean concubine. She gave birth to Machir, the father of Gilead. Machir took a wife from among the Huppites and Shuppites. His sister's name was Mahakah. Another descendant was named Zelophehad, who had only daughters. Machir's wife Makkah gave birth to a son and named him Peresh. His brother was named Sheresh, and his sons were Ulam and Rakem. The son of Ulam, Bedan. These were the sons of Gilead, son of Machir, the son of Manasseh. His sister Hameleketh gave birth to Ishad, Abiezer, and Mala. The sons of Shemida were Ahian, Shechem, Likhi, and Aniam. The descendants of Ephraim, Shuthelah, Baird his son, Tahath his son, Eladah his son, Tahath his son, Sabad his son, and Shuthelah his son. Ezer and Elaid were killed by the native-born men of Gath when they went down to seize their livestock. Their father, Ephraim, mourned for them many days, and his relatives came to comfort him. Then he made love to his wife again, and she became pregnant and gave birth to a son. He named him Beriah because there had been misfortune in his family. His daughter was Shirah, who built Lower and Upper Beth Horon as well as Uzzen Shirah. Reva was his son, Resheph his son, Telah his son, Tahan his son, Ladan his son, Amihud his son, Elishama his son, Nun his son, and Joshua his son. Their lands and settlements included Bethel and its surrounding villages, Naran to the east, Gezer and its villages to the west, and Shechem and its villages all the way to Aiah and its villages. Along the borders of Manasseh were Bethshan, Tanakh, Megiddo, and Dor, together with their villages. The descendants of Joseph, son of Israel, lived in these towns. The sons of Asher, Imnah, Ishvah, Ishveh, and Beriah. Their sister was Sarah. The sons of Beriah, Heber and Malchiel, who was the father of Berzaith. Heber was the father of Japhlet, Shomer, and Hotham, and of their sister Shua. The sons of Japhlet, Pasak, Bimhal, and Ashvath. These were Japhlet's sons. The sons of Shomer, Ahi, Roga, Hubba, and Aram. The sons of his brother Helem, Zophah, Imnah, Shelesh, and Amal. The sons of Zophah, Suah, Harnefer, Shual, Beri, Imrah, Bezer, Hod, Shammah, Shilsha, Ithran, and Bera. The sons of Jether, Jephunneh, Pispa, and Ara, the sons of Ulla, Era, Haniel, and Reziah. All these were descendants of Asher, heads of families, choice men, brave warriors, and outstanding leaders. The number of men ready for battle, as listed in their genealogy, was 26,000. Benjamin was the father of Bela, his firstborn Ashbel, the second son, Ahara the third, Noha the fourth, and Rapha the fifth. The sons of Bela were Adar, Gera, Abihud, Abishua, Naaman, Aho, Gera, Shephuthan, and Hiram. These were the descendants of Ehud, who were heads of families of those living in Geba, and were deported to Manahath, Naaman, Ahijah, and Gera, who deported them, and who was the father of Uzzah and Ahihud. Sons were born to Shaharaim, in Moab, after he had divorced his wives Hushim and Bara. By his wife Hodesh, he had Jobab, Zibiah, Mesha, Malcolm, Juz, Sakiah, and Mirmah. These were his sons, heads of families. By Hushim, he had Abitub and Elpaal. The sons of Elpaal, Eber, Misham, Shemed, who built Ono and Lod with its surrounding villages, and Beriah and Shema, who were heads of families of those living in Aijalon, and who drove out the inhabitants of Gath. Ahio, Shashak, Jeremoth, Zebediah, Arad, Eder Michael, Ishpa, and Joha were the sons of Beriah, Zebediah, Meshullam, Hiski, Heber, Ishmerai, Isliah, and Jobab were the sons of Elpaal. Joachim, Zichri, Zabdi, Elini, Zilathai, Elial, Adiah, Beriah, and Shimrath were the sons of Shimei, Ishpan, Eber, Eliel, Abdon, Zichri, Hanan, Hananiah, Elam, and Thothijah. Iphdaiah and Penuel were the sons of Shashak, Shamsherai, Shahariah, Athaliah, Jarishiah, Elijah, and Zichri were the sons of Jeroham. All these were heads of families, chiefs as listed in their genealogy, and they lived in Jerusalem. Jael the father of Gibeon lived in Gibeon. His wife's name was Maacah, and his firstborn son was Abdon, followed by Zur, Kish, Baal, Ner, Nadab, Gedor, Ahio, Zechar, and Mikloth, who was the father of Shimeah. They too lived near their relatives in Jerusalem. Ner was the father of Kish, Kish the father of Saul, and Saul the father of Jonathan, Malchishua, Abinadab, and Eshbal. The son of Jonathan, Merib-Baal, who was the father of Micah. The sons of Micah, Pithon, Melech, Teriah, and Ahaz. Ahaz was the father of Jehoiada. Jehoiada was the father of Elameth, Asmaveth, and Zimri was the father of Moza. Moza was the father of Benia. Rapha was his son, Eliezer his son, and Asa his son. Azel had 6 sons, and these were their names: Azrikam, Bokeru, Ishmael, Sheariah, Obadiah, and Hanan. All these were the sons of Azel. The sons of his brother Eshek: Ulam his firstborn, Jush the second son, and Eliphalet the third. The sons of Ulam were brave warriors who could handle the bow. They had many sons and grandsons, 150 in all. All these were the descendants of Benjamin. Daily Bread Message. In chapter 7, the Chronicler records the genealogies of the remaining tribes of Israel. Most of these families scattered when the Assyrians conquered northern Israel in 722 BC. Known as the Lost Tribes, there are no further records of these families. This was their punishment from God for their idol worship. One positive example, however, is the tribe of Benjamin. In chapter 8, the author gives a full genealogy from Benjamin to Saul, Israel's first king, and then lists the descendants of Saul's son Jonathan. Saul lost God's blessing due to his disobedience, and the kingship of Israel was given to David and his descendants. However, through Jonathan's covenant of friendship with David, His descendants were spared from destruction and grew again into a clan of brave warriors. Paul the Apostle, as a Benjamite, likely descended from someone mentioned here. Jonathan's faith and faithfulness saved him and his descendants, even though his family seemed cursed. When we come to the Lord with personal faith, we are saved. And the Lord can use us to bless others far into the future, even if our human family has many problems. Prayer. Father, thank you that you can save me and bless the future through me, regardless of what my background or family is like. One word. One person's faith secures the future.